Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of a big fall in dairy prices in the overnight auction. There was a major fall in the price of whole milk powder, which was down 10.8% in the GDT index from the previous event in US dollars. Overall, prices were down 5.9% in that weighted index. You will hear a lot today from economists and other commentators, including me, about how this will cast a pall over the local economy and how it likely makes the recent Fonterra 2015-16 payout forecast unsustainable at $5.25 a kilo. In the table in the story below, we've set out the average prices per metric tonne as comparatives, and they speak for themselves. New Zealand dollar fell against the greenback, but not because of the weak dairy auction. It was more to do with the flight to a safer US dollar. Currency markets have been distracted by Greece and China. However, thank heaven for the floating currency, which has acted as a shock absorber during this commodity correction. It could have been a lot worse. In the US, private employers hired the most workers in 6 months in June, and even factory activity expanded at a faster pace, providing fresh evidence their economy was gathering solid momentum. That's after contracting at the start of the year. Today's data is more positive than what we reported yesterday, and that is important because today we're reporting June data. Yesterday was April data that was released. June car sales were especially bright. May construction data was also out today, and that was better than expected. In Europe, all eyes are on the Greek vote now, and apart from Greece bleeding badly, policy decisions are on hold until that result is known. There are a few positives in the region at present, and signals coming from the Athens government were very contradictory. In China, factory data for June is still weak, but services sector data was surprisingly resilient. Japan also turned in good car sales numbers. The World Bank has reviewed China's prospects and has reported some major concerns. It is calling for a fundamental reconfiguration of the role of the state for the country to get out of its new funk. Also, Australian factory data was not good, and with that sector contracting at a faster rate. Back in New York, the US Treasury 10-year benchmark yield has risen today. It's now at 2.41%. US oil markets are a lot lower, however, with the US benchmark price now just under $57 a barrel, and Brent crude is just under $62 a barrel. The gold price has fallen and is now back at $1,169 an ounce. The Kiwi dollar starts today a little lower against the US dollar, but unchanged against most others. It's currently at 67.5 US cents, 88.2 Aussie cents, which represents a recovery of all yesterday's loss, and 61.1 euro cents. The TWI is now at 71.6. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.